Hi, Gigi. Hello. Come on in. Good evening. Hope you had your dinner. Where are you based? Hi, Sajid 6565. Hello, welcome. You had your dinner. Were you just scrolling through TikTok and then came across there's a live session today, like by myself? Hi Muhammad, hello, come on in. I'm just waiting for people to stream in so that I can start at about 8:30. Again, my live stream is usually about an hour. So today I'm going to talk about career wellness. Alright, you know, the whole world, like a lot of people talk about mental wellness. They talk about emotional wellness, psychological wellness. Today I'm going to talk about career wellness because I'm a career coach, right? Okay, you saw the notification of being invited. I'm glad you are invited. Okay, so if you all have any questions or things that you all like to understand about career wellness, I think today is a good session to talk about it. Or maybe it's the first time you heard about this thing called career wellness. Alright, is there even such thing in the first place? Alright, so hi, good evening everyone. I'm based in Singapore, so I do not know where most of y'all will be coming in from. If you are from this part of Asia, most likely it's evening time for you. So good evening everyone, and it's a Friday evening. So thank you for spending a Friday here with me. Hi, user 74031036. Okay, hi Kojen. Hello. Alright, so today's topic is about career wellness. Alright, I'm going to talk about how can we improve our career wellness, some tips to share. And of course, if let's say you have any questions, we can have a discussion, right? So it's going to be an hour, a very casual session. It's Friday evening, right? So why talk such heavy topics? But I thought to spend, because TikTok has this hashtag called career advice, and they are encouraging us to talk about what career advice can we give. So last week I talked about career, like ask me anything about career. So today I'm going to talk about career wellness. And my last session, which is on Monday 16th of May, I'm going to talk about tips for job seeker. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about career wellness, how to improve your career wellness. Now most of us out there, when we are reading articles and what's not, be it media or anything, everybody talk about improving our mental wellness, our emotional wellness, our psychological wellness, but nobody has really talked about this thing called career wellness. Alright, is this something that I made up? They will be like, hey Samantha, you're a career coach, of course you talk about career all the time. Well, there's some truth to that. Of course I talk about career all the time because that's what I do. Alright, but career wellness is not a term that is created by me. Alright, so just to let y'all know is that our overall well-being is made up of 10 dimensions of wellness. So it used to be 8 dimensions, but because with technology and what's now, they expanded it to 10 dimensions of wellness. So most often than not, when we hear about mental wellness, emotional wellness, it is really just one part of wellness. Alright, so for our overall well-being, for us to be a happy person, generally happy and balanced person, it is not enough to just focus on one dimension of wellness, which is mental wellness, okay? Because everything is intertwined, everything is interconnected. So today specifically, I'm talking about career wellness. Sometimes the term out there can be called vocational wellness. It can also be called occupational wellness. Alright, so those are the 3 terms that are used interchangeably. Okay, so today I'm talking about it. So do stay on with me. If you have any question, please feel free to, please interact with me on the chat. Alright, and you can invite your friend to join me for this 1 hour so that you can, kickstart your Friday evening. Because kickstart your Friday evening with career wellness, and then after that you can go out to have your party, or have a good Friday evening rest for the weekend is here. So in Singapore, I'm based in Singapore, I'm Samantha. So we are having the long weekend. So we have Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday because it's Vesak Day. Alright, so also like to take this chance to wish all our Buddhist friends a happy Vesak Day in advance. Alright, so hi everyone, I'm Samantha. I'm a Singaporean based in Singapore. So I am a career success coach. So I work very closely with professionals to help them to position themselves for career development so that they can achieve they can do meaningful work, they can be happier in their career. And a lot of them may be looking at the career transition or how to have the next breakthrough in their career. So that is exactly what I do. I work very closely with professionals. Most of them are between the age of maybe 25 all the way to mostly in the 50s, so 20s to 50s. So of course I usually have extreme ends. I could have like those in their teens or undergrads, probably in their early 20s. I also have those who are in their 60s and 70s. Okay, so for all of us, at different phase of our life, work has very different meaning. Alright, so these are the whole spectrum of clients that I work with on my day work. Out of my day work, I do a lot of seminars, I do a lot of training, workshop, I do content creation related to career, of course. So you can find me on different social media platforms. TikTok is one, but of course I think I'm quite new to TikTok. I'm still not a very savvy user. I'm learning. Okay, and I write a lot on LinkedIn. So you can find me on various social media. And how to find me, you just need to go to my profile, and there's my profile link there, and then there's the various social media platform that you can find me on. Alright, so do follow me for more tips. You can also subscribe to the various platform that I'm on. Interact with me here. You can drop in your comments. I know I saw people streaming in and joining in, but of course I also know how TikTok work, right? If I'm too boring, y'all will scroll away. So hopefully you don't scroll away too fast so that I can go and talk about career wellness. Alright, so hi everyone, thanks for joining. You can give me more likes. Okay, you can help me to share this video for anyone who wants to be happier in their career. So as I was saying, a lot of people, a lot of articles and professionals out there only talk about mental wellness. But is that the only wellness that we are looking at? Actually, no. Okay, so just to let you all know, there used to be 8 dimensions of wellness, 8 different dimensions. Okay, but right now it has expanded to 10 dimensions of wellness. So what are all these 10 dimensions of wellness? These are not created by me, okay? I'm not so good to create such things. So the 10 dimensions of wellness, according to research, is number 1, of course, you have your emotional wellness. Okay, number 2, you have your spiritual wellness. You have your financial wellness. Okay, you have your physical wellness. You need to stay healthy, right? Okay, so physical wellness is one of them. Intellectual wellness. You have social wellness, you have environmental wellness, you have creative wellness, and digital wellness. Okay, digital and creative wellness are the 2 new dimensions of wellness that recently got into this dimension of wellness thing. Alright, and of course the last but not least, which is what I'm talking about today, is career wellness. Alright, so career wellness, there are different terms. It can be called career wellness, it can be called vocational wellness, it can also be called occupational wellness. So either way, they refer to the same thing. Occupation, vocation, and career, they all refer to the same thing. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about career wellness. Alright, thank you so much thank you for the compliment. Alright, so I'm Samantha. I'm based in Singapore. I'm a career coach. I'm a career success coach. Actually, I work with a lot of professionals to help them to achieve career success. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about career wellness. So before we get started, right, I just want to lay the foundation first. Number 1, what is career? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever think about what exactly is career? Okay, I'm going to pause here a little bit to let you all think about it. Have you think about what is actually career? Do you know what is the actual definition of career? Is it just job? Okay, so some of you may think of job immediately. Some of you may think of your work immediately. Alright, you are 50% correct. Alright, so career includes both paid and unpaid work. So listen carefully. Career refers to both paid and unpaid. So paid work usually will be probably your day work, right? It can be your day job. Alright, it could be whatever that gives you income. Alright, so sometimes some people are content creators, some people are influencer, whatever it is, so long as you are being paid. Okay, so that is considered a paid work. Now unpaid work refers to things like your voluntary work. So those are unpaid, right? But it's actually considered part of a career. I will explain why later. All right. So first and foremost, understand that career includes both paid and unpaid work. Now, does it includes entrepreneur? For sure. Okay. So whether you are a business owner, self-employed, that is your career. Your business is your career. And yes, all right. So that is also career. All right. So that's the first and foremost thing. Career includes your paid and unpaid work. Now, when we talk about career wellness, right? If you were to Google the strict definition, because it's Google definition, so let me strictly say, now, career wellness refers to you doing work that is engaging, and most importantly, it gives you personal satisfaction. So career wellness is when you achieve career wellness, means to say the work that you are doing gives you satisfaction. There's fulfillment in the job. You feel like, wow, when I do this work, I feel like I'm contributing. So there is personal satisfaction. All right, so that's number one. And not only that must it give you satisfaction, the work that you are doing, right, must be aligned to your own personal values, aligned with your own personal mission, beliefs, or purpose. I talk too much, right? And very, very long, right? Okay, so career refers to both paid and unpaid work. So when we talk about career wellness, in order for us to achieve career wellness, what we are encouraging you to have is you are engaging, you are doing work that will gives you personal satisfaction. All right, and most importantly and most likely, when it gives you personal satisfaction, it should also be aligned with your own personal value, your own personal belief system, and your own personal perhaps mission, calling, purpose, whatever you call it. All right, okay, so that is what it means by career wellness. So it is very easy to hear, right, when a lot of people say that, I hate my job, they drag themselves to work. It means to say their career wellness is very, very low. And when you realize that people are talking about it, I hate my job, I drag myself to work, of course career wellness is very low, and subsequently it will affect the rest of the other dimension of wellness. So all the dimension of wellness are intertwined. So they start to feel it affect them mentally, affect them physically, things like that. So understand that our overall well-being as a human being is made up of different dimensions of wellness. Mental wellness is really just one of it. A lot of people talk about it all the time, but they forget that occupational career wellness is also an important aspect to look into. So ask yourself, are you doing work that gives you satisfaction? Right? So if you start to realize that you are not able to gain satisfaction, like personal satisfaction, that you know that you are contributing, most likely you aren't very happy in the work that you most likely won't have very high career wellness. All right, and subsequently, are you doing work that is aligned with your personal values? All right, so I think in the long run, okay, so short term and long term is different, right? All right, so if you really want to be happy in your work for a long period of time, there must be sustainability and longevity there, right? It has to be aligned with you as a person. The work that you do should, as much as possible, be aligned with your values and belief system. So that will be very unique for every individual. All right, so I'm just reading through some of the comments. GG. So what you're having right now must be career unwellness. okay. Oh, North Korea can access TikTok. That's interesting. Are you on VPN? Okay, so hi everyone, for those who are streaming in, thanks for tuning in. I'm talking about career wellness. Alright, instead of just focusing on mental and every kind of wellness, emotional, psychological wellness, today I'm going to talk about career wellness. Alright, so you can help me share this video with your friends, with your network. You can also give me more likes. Okay, and I know how TikTok works, because if I'm boring, y'all will swipe away, right? So I hope y'all stay long enough with me to at least get some idea of what I'm going to talk about. Okay, of course you don't have to stay throughout. Okay, stay long enough to get a gist of it, and then you can move on. Okay, I'm very fair. All right, so give me more likes. Yes, thank you. Okay, so as I mentioned, career wellness. To improve our career wellness, you must make sure that the work that you are doing, okay, gives you satisfaction. okay, and it's aligned with your personal values, beliefs, mission, and purpose. So then again, how do we make sure that you improve your career wellness? What can you do, right? That's a very tricky question, right? What can you really do right now to improve your career wellness? Well, number one is, remember I say career wellness means to say you're doing work that gives you personal satisfaction. Now, one thing when it comes to job is this, okay, I just need to say it very, very, very as simple as possible. Most often than not, when you are in a job, that means if let's say you're working for someone, okay, it is very hard for the company to quantify your achievement and your contribution. In fact, they probably don't care. All right, okay, they may not know as well what they want you to deliver. They may not know how to quantify your achievement. So what happens in an organization very much is everybody just go to work as per they were required, but they don't know what were they doing. They don't know what they are doing, and they don't know what they do and the contribution or the impact that they make. So I really want to share with you is do yourself a favor. Okay, this is exactly what you can do to improve your career wellness and to make sure that you see the impact of your work. You quantify your work. You quantify the responsibility that you are doing. So how can you quantify your work? This is very useful. You need to think very hard because it will make you understand the work that you are doing, the impact that it does, and at the same time, along the way, if you are writing resume, it's very important because people will want to know what you achieve rather than what you do. Okay, so this is what you can do. This is how you can quantify your contribution. Okay, so for example, if you are someone who needs to write a report on a weekly basis, okay, so in your usual job and resume, you will write weekly reporting or weekly management reporting, for example, okay, or prepare weekly reports, for example, okay. So if you just think about it, or on a weekly basis I prepare weekly reports, you will feel very meh. That's what I do, no satisfaction, like anyone also can do. What is the impact that I made to the company, right? Yeah, so this is what you can do to help yourself. Your boss is not going to quantify for you, okay, because your boss also very busy. The boss also need to care about his or her career. All right, so you need to care about your career before your boss they all look for you. All right, so rather than saying that you create weekly reports, go one step further. All right, quantify. All right, no need to justify, you quantify. All right, so someone say quantify, qualify, and justify. Okay, you just need to, you really need to quantify it. For example, manage or create weekly reports for management, providing insights of something. Okay, providing insights, providing a weekly sales insight for the sales department to make informed business decision, and then these insights will allow them to then you need to go to your sales department and see, hey, okay, so all these weekly reports, right, how does it help you in your department? They will say, the report that you prepare, let us compare our sales strategy, for example. So with your report, we are able to do good sales strategy, which will be able to help us to generate certain amount of revenue. Okay, so I'm just giving you a very simple example. Okay, so I need you to quantify your work. Okay, don't just say that, hey, I just do weekly reporting. Is that all? No, your weekly reporting has an impact. Go and find what is the impact. Okay, go and see, hey, if without your weekly report, right, what is going to happen to the company? Maybe it's going to be very bad shape, right? All right, so you do play a part. You play a huge part in an organization. Otherwise, they wouldn't pay you, right? So in order to make sure that you improve your career wellness, so for those who are streaming in, I'm talking about career wellness. Career wellness is one of the dimensions to our overall well-being. There are 10 dimensions of wellness. Career wellness is one of the important aspects, all right? So career wellness, it means that you are doing work that gives you satisfaction. So how do you know that you are satisfied in your work? One of the very tangible way is to quantify the work that you are doing. All right, so you need to know the impact that you do. Even if you tell me today that I'm an accountant, so ask yourself, as an accountant, what do you do in your daily work? Okay, and what does it lead to? What is the outcome? Okay, with your work, how does it help the company to be doing better? Okay, so if you are having pen and paper with you right now, very old school or pen and paper, never mind. Yeah, you can also type whatever lah, huh? Type this now. Companies look for 4 things. Okay, number 1, does your work help the company to increase the top line? That means increase revenue. Alright, number 1. Number 2, does your work help the company to reduce expenses? Number 3, does your work help the company to improve productivity? Number 4, does your work help company to provide extremely good customer experience? 4 things. So using these 4 things will be the outcome. So look at your role itself, your job, okay, your role itself. What is your role? What did you do? Okay, that helps the company to achieve one of the 4 things that I mentioned. Okay, one of the 4 things or 2 of the 4 things, anything. Okay, so just link. You need to connect the dots. That is the one of the most important thing that you ever need to do if right now you're in your job. You need to think hard your contribution to the company and quantify them yourself. Alright, of course your company have KPI, but those are just matrices. But I think it's important for you to understand your work and how it actually contribute to the bigger success of the company, and that will be very useful for you to know whether you are contributing. That will actually help you to have the, fill up that satisfaction part of things. Why did I say that? Okay, because I work with a lot of clients, right, when it comes to career pivoting, career transition. So one of the things that they must do is prepare a good resume. Otherwise, how are they going to apply for job, right? So a lot of clients, their resume is usually, the first draft is usually no-go. Okay, because they always tell someone what is their role and responsibility. But a reader, when they read the resume, they want to know what you have achieved. Okay, so I will ask them to guide them through how to quantify the work that they have done. Now, after they quantify their work and responsibility and they reread their resume, the first reaction is they read already. They were like, wow, Samantha, I never knew I have done so much. I have never knew that my work has such impact. This is usually the first response after they have redrafted their resume. Okay, and they feel so good. They say, oh, I didn't know I have done so much for the company. If you haven't asked me to quantify and really think through what have I done, I never know these are really what I can do. And this really gave me confidence to look for the next job. Alright, so that is usually the first response I get. And I'm very confident to tell you that almost more than 95% of my client will tell me that the first time after they redid their resume. Okay, so that sense of personal satisfaction, you cannot rely on the company to give you. Of course, the company can give you recognition, can give you awards saying that, hey, you have done so much for the company. They will recognize your work. That is fantastic, alright? But they probably don't do it frequently enough, and not everybody get an award, right? So do yourself a favor, alright? Quantify. I think I use the word quantify so much that I think y'all might be sick of hearing it, but I have to just keep saying it so that it drills into your mind, right? Quantify your contribution to the company. How do you quantify? Whether your work helped the company to achieve 4 things, one of the 4 things, or at least one of the 4 things. Does it help the company to increase the top line? Meaning to say, does it help the company to increase revenue? Number 2, does it help the company to reduce costs? Does it help the company to improve productivity, efficiency? And lastly, does it help the company to provide extraordinary customer experience? Okay, so companies are usually looking at these 4 things. So I will encourage you to think about your job. What do you do? And whatever that you do, does it lead to any one of these 4 that I mentioned? All right. Okay, so I've been speaking a lot, and I think there are people streaming in, listening to me, and following me as well. I can see that some of you are following me. So if you like to understand more about the work that I do, I don't do live as often as I wish to. All right, I'm also very new to TikTok. I'm learning TikTok. All right, but I write a lot more on other platforms like LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn because that is where my audience are, and I will teach them how to do personal branding on LinkedIn. All right, so you can find me very much on LinkedIn. To find me on various social media platforms, just go to my profile. Okay, you can go to my profile, follow me, and then after that my URL, my link is there, so you can find me on various social media. And today I'm spending 1 hour to talk about career wellness, and I was sharing with those who were in earlier that to our overall well-being as a human being, to be happy, to be a happy person, okay, it's made up of 10 dimensions of wellness. All right, most of y'all may not heard about it, but it's made up of 10 dimensions. Okay, most of us only hear about one dimension, which is emotional wellness. Okay, besides emotional wellness, there is physical wellness, there is intellectual wellness, there is spiritual wellness, there is environmental wellness, there is social wellness, there is financial wellness, there is digital wellness, because we are very much in the digital world, right? There's also creative wellness, and last but not least, there is this thing called career wellness. Now, career wellness, there are three terms to it. Either you can call it career wellness, you can call it vocational wellness, or you can call it occupational wellness. Either way, they refer to the same thing called career wellness. All right, so what is career wellness? And okay, before I talk about career wellness, I was telling them career is made up of both paid and unpaid work. All right, so don't just think that career is only paid work. No, career includes unpaid work, which also means volunteering is part of unpaid work, and it's actually part of your career as well. All right, so career wellness in general means to say you are doing work that gives you satisfaction, personal satisfaction. You feel good about the work that you do, and in the long term, the work that you do is aligned with your personal values, beliefs, mission, purpose, all the big words. All right, so most importantly, you have to feel good doing what you are doing. Some people may feel like, I don't like this job because I feel like I'm cheating my clients all the time, I'm saying something that I don't believe. Then they won't feel happy in their job. All right, so that is what career wellness means. And then I was sharing with them, to improve your career wellness, to find satisfaction in your job, the first and foremost thing is you need to know how to quantify the work that you have done. That means quantify the contribution that you have done to the company. Reason being is companies will not do that for you. Your boss may not do that for you either. All right, so you need to be very clear about what are you doing in the company, and then what results, what is the positive outcome from your work. How does it help the company to either, do you all remember, improve top line, reduce costs, improve productivity, or create fabulous customer experience, either one of this. So look at your work and see how it actually leads to one of these four things, then quantify it. All right, so that is career wellness for you. Now, just like I mentioned, right, it is work that is aligned with that give us personal satisfaction. Then at the same time, it must be aligned to our values, beliefs, mission, whatever. Okay, all the big words. So sometimes our work, okay, so I also want to be very real with you, is that hardly, it's not that it's not possible, but it's not something that all of us have the fortune to do, to find a work or find a job that fulfills satisfaction, values, beliefs, mission, purpose. It may be a bit tough. All right, and I want you to acknowledge the fact that it may not be possible to find a job that is the perfect job. There is no such thing as a perfect job. There is no perfect of anything, to be honest. All right, so that's why career refers to both paid and unpaid work. So sometimes, if let's say you are not able to gain certain things that you really value in your life, in your day job, that is where you will find external work to fulfill the other parts of what you need in a career. You get what I mean? Okay, so I hope you all are staying with me long enough to understand what I really want to share with you, because just to let you all know, all these things are paid talks, okay? But today is free. I want to drink water, very thirsty. Okay, so for those who are streaming in, okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Uniformed G, affirmation, belief system, coping skills, desired outcome, etc. Not bad. Are you in similar field? Okay, sound like you do kind of advocate some sort of wellness. Y'all can type, while y'all are typing, it gives me time to read while I drink my water and catch my breath. If not, it's like talking non-stop. But so I really admire those who are in the DJ, or like those who do live streaming for hours and hours, or those who do Twitch. Respect. I really respect them, because keep talking to yourself with no response is a skill. Yeah, that's why I say I'm still learning TikTok. Right, so yeah, I was talking today's session I'm talking about career wellness, and I was sharing with those who are with me all this while what does wellness made up of. Our overall being is made up of 10 dimensions of wellness. Alright, and career wellness, sometimes known as occupational wellness, also known as vocational wellness, is one aspect of it. Think about it. If you hate your job, you hate going to work, you drag yourself to work, right? At the end of the day, you won't feel happy, and that will have a ripple effect to the other aspect of your life. Alright, so to be a overall happy person, each dimension of wellness contribute. Alright, so I wouldn't say that only career is important. I wouldn't say that only emotional is important. All of them are intertwined. Alright, and then as I was saying, there is no perfect job. Alright, so it's not that it's not possible. I think that you need to constantly be engaged to be able to find a career that matches everything that you want in life, from satisfaction to match your values, beliefs, mission, purpose in life, your calling. Okay, sometimes it may not be easy to find a perfect career that fits that. Okay, so I was also sharing with everyone who was here earlier that career is made up of two aspects. Career is made up of paid and unpaid work. Paid work is usually your day work, right? Your active stream of income. Alright, and then unpaid work is usually things like your interest, your voluntary work. Alright, so understanding and knowledge, I want you all to be very real, cause I cannot take it when people say that, follow your passion, you will definitely find a job that you will love. Sometimes you just have to be very real with what the world is. Okay, you need to know what the world is needing, and you need to know what you can provide to the world based on your skills, right? Based on your competence. Now, in the event if you are not able to find a job, a career, a work that fulfills everything that you like about a career, right? Then you can channel your energy to other aspects. Like for some people, they really love social work, they really love helping the community, but their day job, they don't have that. Maybe their day job, they were doing something else, and maybe their day job is they are doing marketing. Maybe I use Uniform G. He's doing sales profession. Okay, I saw your comment, you're in the sales profession. So maybe in his day job, he is a sales professional. Okay, maybe he sell B2B solution, B2B enterprise. He works very closely with companies, but one of his personal value is he loves to help the community, he loves to help individual, but his day work doesn't allow him to do that. So maybe in his free time, what he will do is maybe he will volunteer in community, in association, whereby he can have that direct connection to help people that will fulfill the value that will fulfill the value he likes about helping people. Okay, so all in all, that is what career wellness is. Alright, you want to have satisfaction, you want to do work that is aligned with everything. Okay, sometimes it may not be possible, so while you are finding your way to get there, you also cannot be not taking care of yourself, right? So what you can do is understand, quantify your day work, understand what your day work is, what you are contributing in your day work, and then that will also quantify it so that you will gain satisfaction from it. You can also engage in unpaid work that will fulfill other aspects that you want in a job or in a career, be it fulfill certain values that you want. So I just gave you the example, and I'm using Uniform G because he has been very very active on the chat, sharing with me that he's in sales professional. He talks about emotional psychological aspect. All right, so emotional wellness is just one dimension of wellness. Okay, the rest of the 9 wellness, I'm going to repeat. Okay, the rest of the 9 wellness besides emotional wellness, number 1 is emotional wellness, number 2 physical wellness, financial wellness, spiritual wellness, intellectual wellness. So that's 5 of them. Okay, the other 5: social wellness, environmental wellness, creative wellness, digital wellness, and the last one but not the least is career wellness. Okay, so if you Google 8 dimension of wellness, so it started with 8 dimension, all the research and all. So these are not things that is created by me. Okay, I don't create things like that. I'm not an academia. All right, so the academia, the researcher, they started with 8 dimension of wellness. 8. Okay, the screen is small. Okay, 8 dimension of wellness. So because of how digital we are connected, so now we are connected very digitally, so they expanded to 10 dimension of wellness, so the 2 dimension that came in recently is creative and digital wellness. So career wellness has always been part of our wellness. Okay, a lot of people don't like to talk about work because some people find that work is just work lor. Okay, work is something that pays me money. Okay, but they forgot to understand that, hey, the work that I do, it does matter a lot because it's the value that I bring to the society, it's the value that I bring to the community. All right, so yeah, so that is that. Thank you for the rose. Okay, thank you Kavi for the rose. Do you have any question about career wellness? So for those who just joined in, I was sharing about how you can improve your career wellness, because when we talk about career wellness, we are talking about doing work that gives you personal satisfaction, and also doing work that is aligned with your personal values, personal mission, purpose, calling, whatever the big jargons are, right? Okay, so I was sharing with them that to gain satisfaction from the work that you do, okay, you have to quantify the work that you do. You have to quantify the contribution that you do to the company, that you provide to the company. All right, and how can you quantify it? Okay, so think about one role. Okay, so you will have many roles, right? Okay, many responsibility in your job. Okay, so think of those significant ones. So maybe think of 5. Okay, so start with 5 first. 5 important tasks or roles and responsibility, R&R. Okay, list down 5 first. Look at those 5 and ask yourself, what does each one of them do? Okay, what is the outcome of each of your roles and responsibility leads to? Does it leads to any one of these 4 things? Does it help the company to achieve more profit? That means increasing top line. Does it help the company to reduce costs? Okay, does it help the company to improve productivity? And does it help the company to provide excellent customer experience? If any of the roles and responsibility does lead to any of the 4 things that I mentioned, then link in, connect them. So, the weekly reports that I prepare for my management allows them to make business decision that will enhance customer experience, and these are some of the initiative that was launched because of my reports are A, B, C, and D. Okay, quantify it for yourself. You have to do that. Why? Because your boss is not going to do it for you. Your company is not going to do it for you because they are too busy. Everyone is very busy at work, right? everyone is so goddamn busy at work, so nobody will care to help you to quantify your achievements. So you have to help yourself. And once you quantify your achievement, it will be very easy for you to write your own resume. Okay, so on your resume, people wants to know what you have achieved and not what you have, what you do. What they want you to know what you have achieved based on what you have what you have done. All right. So yes, that is about quantifying your contribution to the company to increase your personal satisfaction. All right. So hi everyone, thank you for coming in, and I see that there are some of you all staying here with me listening to me. So thank you very much for the staying, because it is to me is a good indication that whatever that I'm sharing is something that is helping. I hope something that makes sense. Okay, and if you have any question, please feel free to interact with me in the chat. You can follow me on TikTok, so just go to my profile, and I'm also active on other social media platforms, specifically on LinkedIn, because I write a lot of articles. So maybe some of my career articles will be useful for you. So you can go to my profile to find the various social link I have listed there. All right. So today I'm talking about career wellness. So oh, thank you for the like. So give me more likes and you can help me share this video as well. Okay. Earlier this week I talked about or asked me anything about career. Today I talk about career wellness. So next Monday, 16th of May, I think it's public holiday. What am I doing streaming? Oh my god. Alright, so on Monday I am talking about some tips for a job seeker. Okay, so please follow me. Yeah, I love to interact with y'all as much as I can. You need 5-digit 5-digit pay. Yeah, that's why quantifying your contribution is one step towards understanding using that, right, to have a chat with your boss during appraisal. Okay, all right. And I was saying that career is made up of both paid and unpaid work. So paid work is usually your day work. Unpaid work could be your volunteering work, your interest work. Okay, so yes, it's hard to find a job that will fulfill everything that you want. Let's be very, very, very real. Okay, it may be that minority of people who can find a job that fulfills everything that they want in their life, or everything that's aligned with them. When we talk about improving your career wellness, we are talking about gaining satisfaction from the work that you do. So just now I talk about how can you gain satisfaction, right? So in the long run, you also want to do work that will be aligned with your personal values, your personal value system, belief system, mission, purpose, calling, right? And it may not be easy to find a job that fulfills everything. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. I don't want to sugarcoat anything also, right? It may not be possible to find a job that fulfills everything, since all of us have different skills and different interests. So since career is made up of both paid and unpaid work, whatever that you are doing in your paid work, you need to quantify your contribution. That will give you confidence and satisfaction in understanding, hey, the work that I do does make an impact. Okay, and I'm telling you that the work that you do definitely make an impact. All right, you just need to know what is the impact. You need to go and dig further. All right, now you also want to have work that helps you to fulfill certain other aspect of what you want, your values or your beliefs. Okay, and if let's say your day work doesn't allow you to fulfill that, then that's where you can engage in interest group or association or communities or volunteering to fulfill that aspect that you want in your work. All right, so that is how you can have a good combination. All right, and in the long run, okay, in terms of career planning, career development, whatever that you have done in your volunteering, whatever that you have done because of your interest, it can also become your paid career in the future. Okay, so it may not be paid now, you may not be paid for it, but in the long run you can be paid for it. All right, so if you think about it this way, that will give you a very wholesome picture about career planning. It's not as boring as just find a job law, okay, or that job just is a paycheck law. Okay, I hope you don't go down that route, because if you go down that route in the long run, it may not be very satisfying. Okay, and of course that will be a vicious cycle. You will end up having to quit the job, find a job, quit the job, find a job again and again. And I think the process is very painful, it's very frustrating. Okay, job search itself is a full-time job and very frustrating. The pressure and stress that comes from job searching is also real. It's also very real. You may think that staying in a job sucks, right? Yes, I say the word sucks. Okay, you may think that staying in your current job really sucks, but the truth is, if you are unemployed and you have certain financial commitment and you are still searching for a job, it can be equally stressful. Okay, hi Angie, hi Muffin Man. Positivity, yes. But I'm not here to motivate you, Daniel. Okay, I'm here to talk about real practical things. Okay, so yes, any other questions? I'm gonna stay here for another 15 minutes because usually my live stream is 1 hour. I started at 8:30 Singapore time. I'm based in Singapore, everyone. Right, so wherever you are, hello. And I'm gonna end at 9:30, and I'm gonna give your time for your Friday evening so that you can enjoy your long weekend. Yeah. Okay, thank you for the likes and thank you for the share. Please follow me on TikTok, and then you can also follow me on other social media. I'm gonna take another like 20 seconds, drink water. Okay. Practical question needs practical answer and theory needs theory answer. Okay, for me, I think theories are important, but I think they always say knowledge is power, right? To me, knowledge is not power. I think knowledge is weapon, but only when you know how to use the weapon, then you got power. Alright, so knowledge to me is just weapon, but if you don't implement those knowledge, don't implement those theory, don't implement whatever that I've said today, it becomes just another knowledge. It just become another piece of information, and that piece of information is not valuable until you implement it and it works for you. It gives you some sort of outcomes from it. Then it's power. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, hey Sam, how can I be more outstanding? How can I stand out in my career? How can I stand out? All right. I think we are living in an era whereby we are not lack of information, we are not lack of knowledge. To be honest, whatever that I'm sharing here, is not totally created by myself. All right, I understand about 10 dimensions of wellness is because I read research papers. All right, I didn't create them, I didn't research about them, but because after I read and understand about it and I draw relevance to the work with my clients, I'm implementing the knowledge and I'm making it into practical tips for my client, then it is useful. Okay, so for me, theory, information, knowledge is one, but it's important. But to me, equally important is execution. Okay, so if you ask me if anyone asks me how can I stand out, right? How can I be outstanding? I think one of the important thing is you need to be a very strong executor. Okay, a lot of people talk. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of, just a lot of noises, right? Yeah, so people talk a lot, but people act very little. Okay, so there's very little action. So if you really want to be really good, you really have to be a very strong executor. Not just to also show to people, but actually it's to yourself. Meaning to say, there are many times we set a lot of personal goals, right? And think about it, how many times have we discount ourselves? Okay, I say very simple for ladies, right? Oh, I want to lose weight. But how many times did we not control our diet? How many times have we not exercised? And then we just say we want to lose weight. We are just talk is so cheap, but the execution is powerful, right? Or I say I want to make a lot of money. Then the question is, I want a 5-digit pay. Are you creating condition for yourself so that you are so competent that you deserve a 5-digit pay? Yeah, so that is That is another school of thought as well. Yeah, so yes, applying knowledge is really has important as knowing the information. So to me, execution. So whatever that I shared today, if you can execute one of it, just one, and make it into a habit, right, I think it will be really powerful. For me at least, I think it's very powerful. It's just like creating a one good habit every year, not even every day. If you can create a one good habit every year and consistently do it with diligence and do it with discipline, you will be so powerful by the end of 1 year, because you have just mastered one more habit, one more good habit that will have such more ripple effect, right, to perhaps skills and enhancement. Yes, discipline. Hello. Am I seeing some of my students here? Hi, Samantha. Oh, okay, you're in Singta. Is this Singta, the Singta that I know? Okay, can. So, hi everyone, I'm Samantha. I'm based in Singapore. I'm a career success coach. So, today's topic, I'm talking about career wellness. And for those who have been tuning in and staying on, I have shared with you that our overall well-being is made up of 10 dimensions of wellness. So, as much as everyone is just focusing on emotional wellness, for us as a person, overall well-being, to be a happy person, you need to have 10 dimensions of wellness in total. Okay, and these 10 dimensions of wellness, number one, of course, is emotional wellness. There is also social wellness, environmental wellness, financial wellness, intellectual wellness, physical wellness, spiritual wellness, digital wellness, creative wellness, and of course today what I'm focusing on is this thing called occupational wellness, also known as career wellness, also known as vocational wellness. So I'm just doing a quick summary because I'm coming to an end and I've shared quite a fair bit. So in order to improve your career wellness, what it generally means is you want to do work, okay, you want to embark on work that will let you gain satisfaction. And in the long run, okay, the work that you do should be aligned with your own personal values, beliefs, mission, purpose, calling, whatever you call it. All right. So I also mentioned this. Career, it is made up of paid and unpaid work. Okay, your paid work is your day work. Okay, like people pay you for a job, you have a title. Okay, you are a marketing manager, things like that. That is your paid work. Career is also made up of unpaid work. Unpaid work will be things like maybe your interests, maybe things like your hobbies, maybe things like your volunteering. Okay, so I mentioned that is to improve your career wellness, you want to do work that gives you satisfaction. So one way to help yourself to know that you are doing good work, right, is to quantify the work that you are doing in your company. Alright, you need to quantify them, because your boss is not the one to quantify for you, because they are very busy. Your company also very busy. They don't care about you in terms of that. They won't be able to help you to quantify your contribution. Right? So what you need to do is look at, okay, so you do many jobs. Maybe you do a lot of things for the company. So what you can do is start off with 5 things. 5 main key responsibility. Okay, list down, write down. Okay, so what you can do now, take a paper and write down. I'm very old school one. Alright, so list down the 5 main responsibility that you did for the company. Then this is the next thing that you do. After you have listed down the 5 main responsibility that you have done, each one of them, think about the work that you have done, and does it contribute to the company in these 4 aspects. What are the 4 aspects? Number 1, does it help the company to increase the top line? Increase the top line means, does it help the company to achieve, make more money? Okay, very, very, very factual. Does your work help the company to make more money? Number 2, does your work help the company to reduce expenses, costs, operational costs maybe? Number 3, does the work that you do, your role and responsibility, does it help the company to improve productivity and efficiency? Okay, and number 4, does the work that you do help the company to provide excellent customer experience? These are the 4 things. So look at your roles and responsibility and see whether it helps the company to achieve any one of this. So you are quantifying your contribution. You are trying to look at the impact of your work. Once you are able to look at the impact of the work that you do, you'll be very satisfied. Like, oh, this is actually what I did. Why I will say that is because a lot of clients that I have helped them, one of the first thing that they will have to do is prepare a good resume, right? After they have done their draft, right, a lot of times they will feedback to me and say that, Sam, I didn't know I have done so much. I didn't know my contribution was so important. Okay, so you have to help yourself quantify your role and responsibility, and that will also help to increase your personal satisfaction. All right. Now, what if the job doesn't fulfill everything that you want in a job? That means it may not be totally aligned with your values, your mission, your purpose, your calling. This is where the other aspect of career comes in. Remember, career is made up of paid and unpaid work. Now, if let's say I'm a salesperson, I'm selling enterprise solution. I never have a chance to work with individual consumer. But one of my value is I really like to help individual. Can you see? I'm not able to achieve that value from my day job, from my paid work. So this is where I will encourage you to, hey, even if my current career may not give me the full spectrum of what I need, this is where you can explore other alternatives. Engage in volunteer your time. When you volunteer your time, maybe you are really working with people that you want to impact directly. Okay, so this is one thing about career management. I want you all to be very real in the sense that sometimes it is not for everyone. Not everyone will be able to find a job that will fulfill everything. But that is not the end of the world. Okay, what you can do is slowly plan your career as much as possible. In the long run, it's a marathon, right? In the long run, it will fulfill as much as you want, right? Okay, so this is what you can do. And you'll be surprised that in the longer term, whatever that you have done in the unpaid part of career, it can slowly become a paid career as well. Alright, so maybe I am done being a salesperson selling enterprise solution for 10 years. Okay, maybe in the second part of my career, I want to have more direct impact with the community. So because I have been volunteering for the past 5 years, I have enough network, I have enough understanding of how how this industry works. I can find a job in that field, and then slowly I'm actually trying to align my career to what I really want as well. So it fulfills, so having a good career, it helps you to be happier. It fulfills the emotional side of things. It also fulfills the financial side of things, right? Let's also be very real. Who is working for free? How many people are working here for free? Not many, right? Okay, so work is not everything. Okay, as much as if you look through all my social media, I talk about work all the time, right? But I understand that work is not my life. But I also understand that a huge part of my life, I'm working, and I want to make sure that the work that I'm doing is meaningful work, is purposeful work. Alright, so that is something I want to encourage you to understand, that work itself is actually a vehicle. It's actually a tool to get to where you want to be. Alright, it's not everything in life, but it is a tool. It is a vehicle to get, right? If you get what I mean. Alright, so so that was the whole summary of my today's session to talk about career wellness. So I hope that some of the tips that I've shared with you, you just take. If you can remember all, that would be great. You can implement more, then even better. Okay, so we will all be happier together. Okay, otherwise I will also encourage that you just need to take one, okay, and implement it immediately, because I think everything I said can be implemented directly. It's not like fluffy theory things. Okay, so yes, implementation is king. Execution, you want to be outstanding, don't be a strong executor. Don't sit there and dream, don't sit there and think about it and grumble and complain everything. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, rather create the condition for the things that you want to happen. Okay, nothing in life is guaranteed, but I always believe in increasing the probability. Okay, so am I doing the right things? Am I creating the condition for that to happen to me? Right? Hi Shin, welcome. Alright, so I'm almost coming to the end of today's session. I'm just going to hang around here for the next couple of minutes before I call the session off, because it's 1 hour and I can only talk for 1 hour by myself non-stop. Okay, so for those of y'all, thank you for staying. I think some of y'all have been staying with me for a long time, and I really appreciate you being here with me. So yeah, don't be sad. My next one is on Monday. I forgot it's a public holiday in Singapore, so it's Vesak Day. So wishing all my Buddhist friends an advance happy Vesak Day. But I will still be here at 8:30 p.m. Singapore time. I'm going to talk about some tips for job seeker. All right. Meanwhile, I really will appreciate if, of course, you can give me more likes, you can share this, but you can follow me on TikTok. Okay, you can also yeah, you just go to my profile, you can follow me on TikTok, and then what you can do is on my TikTok main page, there is that my personal link, and that's where you can see various social media platform that I'm on. I'm most active on LinkedIn because that's where a lot of professionals are, right? And then I do a lot more sharing there. I write a lot more career related articles, so if any of my career articles is useful for you, go and read them. And as I said, it may not be applicable to everything, may not be applicable to you at all at the same time, but if there's one that's applicable to you, then I'll encourage you to implement it immediately. Okay, because with implementation, then that's how you have improvisation, right? And with improvisation, then you have progression. Okay, if you are not going to do anything, then nothing is going to happen, right? So that is my sincere encouragement to all of you, and I'm also on this journey together with all of you. Okay, I'm also planning and pivoting and managing my own career as well. All right, so I think career management is a marathon. It's a lifelong thing. All right, and it's important. It's very important. Okay, yeah, as I said, it affects the rest of the dimension, the 9 other dimension of overall well-being. Okay, so thank you everyone for being here with me today. Okay, so if you missed this video, okay, what you can do is actually usually what I do is I will download the video, because I'm allowed to download this live stream. After I download it, I will upload to YouTube. Okay, I will upload to YouTube usually on a weekly basis, so you can watch the replay on YouTube itself. Okay, so Shin, if you missed it, you can always watch the replay on YouTube. Yeah, so that's where you can catch the replay. And I think yeah, so that's that. So I think it's 9:30 and it's a Friday evening here. Okay, so I wish all of you have a good evening ahead, have a good weekend, and happy career, happy you. So cliche, oh my goodness me, I'm so sorry. Alright, so thanks Samantha. Okay, I'll see the rest of you all on Monday if you are available. Otherwise it's fine. Okay, have a good weekend everybody. Good night. Ta-ta.